And when you hit a button, the magnet pulls this thing down and the door flies open and this guy comes flying out. Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another action-packed, exciting, award-winning episode of What's in the Box.
What's in the box? So,
what I'm doing is my father collected Lionel, MTH, K-Line trains for over 70 years. He left us with 209 boxes like this of those trains. So it's my job to go through them all, inventory, value, and then sell them. So I'm excited about this box. This box is unlike the other ones so far. It's an old one. As you can tell, it's an old 1524 Xerox box with a flip lid, unlike today's lids, which leads me to believe this is an old box. Therefore, there's some old stuff in there. It kind of makes sense that way. I'm not sure what it is. It looks like mostly tissue paper in here, but we'll see what happens. So I'm going to open it up. So it looks like, yeah, as I thought, I saw some tissue paper in here, but there are boxes. There are other boxes inside here, smaller cartons, but none of them appear to be Lionel cartons. So it looks like he reboxed these things with cardboard cartons. So that's what we're looking at. Let's get started. Item number one says a 2056 464 Hudson with 464 Hudson with 620 tender. So obviously this is going to be a steam locomotive. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, it's heavy. Not sure if this is pre-war or post-war. I'll have to look it up afterwards and see what that is and see what it's valued at as well. Wow, very nice. Very nice engine, heavy engine. Really cool. 2056. Great. Piece number one. Item number two. Oh, it's the tender. The 60-20 tender. And there it is, otherwise known as the coal car that goes along with it. Very nice. Next piece. Boston and Maine Alco B units. Boston, Maine Alco B unit. Normally Boston, Maine has really, really cool colors, blue, black, and white. We'll see what color this one is. Yes, exactly. Wow, that's really cool looking. The 226B unit. I'm not sure where the A unit is, the one that sits in front of it. So this is going to be the B unit to an F3 diesel locomotive. Always loved the color scheme. And we have the Boston, Maine Alco A unit. So it's right here in the same box. How nice that is. Makes life easier. Okay. Exciting. And there it is. So it's actually not an F3. I was wrong. This is an Alco unit, so it's smaller than an F3. This is an 027 diesel locomotive. So 027, of course, runs on the smaller track, the 27-inch oval instead of the 36-inch oval. Since that box only had 4 pieces in it, and I like you guys so much, like I said before, I'm going to do one more box now. Box cam time. Okay. So in here we have a lot of tissue papered items. We have one Lionel box inside the carton and something heavy at the bottom. So let's take a look. It says Alaska Boxcar. Alaska Boxcar. Oh, nice, the blue and the gold colors. You close the doors. Alaska Boxcar. Nice. This is the Pennsylvania Boxcar. Another 64 series. Big series back with Lionel is the 6464 boxcar. We've seen a lot of them already. It's just a basic Pennsylvania maroon 6464 boxcar. It says flat car with shovel. Flat car with shovel. Oh, they're individually wrapped. Okay. There's the flat car. And this must be, of course, oh, it's taped. This must be, of course, the shovel. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, so that will go on top like this. Nothing's broken, it appears, but it has to be put together somehow. So, flat car with shovel, just like that. I'm going to put you guys over here gently. Auto transport. I wonder if the autos are included. I remember the individual pieces, yeah, they are included. So, the individual automobiles on the auto transport were actually more money than the actual car itself. Let's take a look. That's if they're original. They remade these a few times. So I'm not sure if these are original cars or if these are remade cars that you could buy from a third-party vendor or modern era Lionel items that sit on top of post-war items. And they're all yellow. Okay. They're all yellow. I guess that kind of makes sense. So you would transport similar cars from a manufacturer on the car. Yes, they're all yellow. I'll arrange them like that. Pretty cool, the auto loader. I'm not sure what this is loose in the box. Looks like either from a tower or a car. It's going to be with these circular light. You put the light in there and it circles with the green and red flashing lights. Not sure what that's going to go on, but we'll find out soon. Oh, here it is. It's the rotary tower. So that's what it would go on. You take this. I'm not sure. Again, this is probably post-war. And then when the light is in here, you put this on top like that, and it would rotate if this is working properly. Actually, I'm not sure if it's motorized. It doesn't appear to be motorized. So it's just going to be on. It's not going to rotate. It's just going to have one light, red and green, going each way, and that's it. It doesn't rotate around. Flat car with brown auto. Let's see what this one is. Another flat car. And there's an automobile on this one. Yes, the brown auto instead of the yellow ones. Let's take a look at that. There you go. All right. The box. In this box it says, where's my glasses at? Right over here. This one says, flat car with boat, 6801. 6801. No date on the box. Flat car with boat. It's kind of a unique box. It looks like cars that had other pieces or other accessories on top of them. I don't want to rip this box. There it is right there. And I don't want to tear the old cardboard. Oh, well, there's the boat. And here's the flat car. And again, I don't recall. I know my father and I had conversations when I was a kid that he always talked about items like this, like I talked about the boat and the cars. If they are original, meaning the original ones that came out in the post-war era in the 50s and 60s, they're worth almost as much as the actual train part itself, the flat car itself. But I'm not sure if these are replacement pieces he bought at train meets later on from a third-party vendor or what they are. Okay, a Union Pacific switcher. I think this is black. Was it Union Pacific? Union Pacific is, of course, silver, yellow, red, silver, but I think they also have black switchers. We'll see what color this one is. I love the Union Pacific, not silver, yellow colors. This one's going to be straight black, I think. No, it is a color. So it's yellow, red, and black. The switcher serves all the West with the General Motors, I think, in the front, GM. Yes. General Motors logo in the front. Another Lionel car. This says the operating box car, 3494. Let's take a look at this one. Very cool. So this is a refrigerated. It says freight service, New York Central. So what happens on this one is that it goes underneath a special track that has a magnet on it, and when you hit a button, the magnet pulls this thing down, and the door flies open, and this guy comes flying out with the items. Let's close it. And you pull it. And that's what happens. U.S. Marine Corps Caboose. I don't recall ever seeing this. That's pretty cool. But just a basic blue Caboose, model number 601750, U.S. Marine Corps. Not sure if they have other branches of the military, but I bet they do. And the last piece in the box, and the last piece for this episode, it's a flat car with, I can't read that, with stakes and wood. It's a loader car, it says. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Okay, so it's got, these can't be original, but who knows? Oh, this is the railing for it. So it's a flat car, load the wood on top of there. So these are already pre-cut timbers that have already been worked on. There it is. So that's the box. I am now going to go through and value these items and let you know what they're worth. So we had some pretty cool, some pretty unique stuff in these two boxes. We had the non-operating light tower, the auto car, the auto transport with 4 cars. We had the boat car. We had an operating box car. We had the single flat car with the 1 brown auto. We had a 2056 Locomotive, pretty sure it's pre-war, with tender. We had the United States Marine Corps Caboose. We had a Union Pacific Switcher. Pretty cool looking color scheme on that one. We had the always beautiful Boston, Maine Alco Diesel, not an F3, 027. We had a flat car with timber on it with wood. We had an Alaskan boxcar, 6464 series. We had a Pennsylvania boxcar, 6464 series. And last, we had a flat car with it looks like some kind of a digger in front of it. So I'm not sure exactly what it's called. I really appreciate you guys watching. See you next time. Take care.